Myself, Dr. R.S. Singh, Professor of Physics, Government VYT PG, Autonomous College, Durg. The title for this video lecture is Finite Differences, Interpolation and Curve Fittings, which is the syllabus content of Unit 2, Paper 4 of MSc Second Sem of Hemchand Yadav University, Durg. Here we shall discuss the theoretical and derivational part of the topic. The first part is finite differences. As shown in the diagram, let's consider a function y equal to fx where x has equispaced values. Let y be equal to y0, y1, y2, yn at x equal to x0, x1, x2, xn, where x1 is equal to x0 plus h, x2 is equal to x1 plus h equal to x0 plus 2h, and so on, xn giving xn equal to x0 plus nh. In this slide, we shall discuss three operators: forward difference operator, backward difference operator, and central difference operators. The general expression for first forward difference operator is delta yr equal to yr plus 1 minus yr. That for first backward difference is that nabla yr equal to yr minus y r minus 1, and for first central difference operator is delta r plus 1 r plus half equal to yr plus 1 minus yr. We may put r equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Operating these operators twice, thrice, and p times over the function yr, we shall get second, third, and pth forward, backward, and central difference operators respectively. Next is the shift operator E. This operator increases the argument x of the function fx by h. Means operating operator E over fx, we shall get x f x plus h, and operating it twice over fx, we shall get e x squared fx equal to f x plus 2h, and e power p fx equal to f x plus ph. Next, the relation between shift operator E and forward difference operator delta. We know delta yr is equal to r plus h minus yr, which is equal to yr minus yr, and from here we shall get delta equal to e minus 1 or e equal to 1 plus delta, and similarly we can get the relation between the shift operator E and the backward difference operator nabla, and this is e minus 1 is equal to 1 minus nabla operator. Next term is interpolation. It is the technique of finding the value of y corresponding to any value of x equal to xi between x0 and xn. Under the interpolation with equal interval, we have three different formulae. First one is Newton's forward interpolation formula, second is Newton's backward interpolation formula, and the third one is Stirling interpolation formula. The first one, Newton's forward interpolation formula. Let the function y equal to fx take the values y0, y1, y2, yn corresponding to x equal to x0, x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h, x0 plus nh. Since yp is equal to f x0 plus ph, which is equal to e to the power p f x0, and this is equal to 1 plus delta p y0. By binomial expansion, we can expand 1 plus delta power p and get the value of yp equal to 1 plus p delta plus p minus 1 upon factorial 2 delta square plus p minus 1 minus 2 upon factorial 3 delta cube whole multiplied by y0. And opening the bracket now, we shall get the Newton's forward interpolation formula, which is equal to yp equal to y0 p plus delta y0 plus p minus 1 upon factorial 2 delta square y0 plus p minus 1 minus 2 upon factorial 3 delta cube y0 plus p minus 1 minus n minus 1 upon factorial n delta n y0. Next, Newton's backward interpolation formula. We know yp is equal to f xn plus ph, and in terms of shift operator, we can write it e to the power minus p x f xn, and this may be written equal to 1 minus nabla power minus p yn, and after doing binomial expansion we finally get yp equal to yn plus p nabla yn plus p plus 1 upon factorial to nabla square yn, and the last term p plus 1 p plus n minus 1 upon factorial n nabla power n yn. Now Stirling interpolation formula. We know from Gauss forward interpolation formula and Gauss backward interpolation formula the values of yp, which has been shown here. Taking mean of these two, we get yp equal to y0 plus p delta y0 plus delta y minus 1 upon 2 plus p square upon factorial 2 delta square y minus 1 plus p square minus 1 upon factorial 3 delta cube y minus 1 plus delta cube y minus 2 upon 2 and similar term. This is Stirling formula. Now interpolation with unequal intervals. This has two formulae. One is Lagrange's interpolation formula and second one is Newton's divided difference formula. The first one, Lagrange's interpolation formula. If y equal to fx takes the values y0, y1, y2, yn corresponding to x equal to x0, x1, x2, xn, then equation 1 represents the Lagrange's interpolation formula for unequal intervals. Its proof. Let y equal to fx be represented by a polynomial in x of degree n as y equal to fx equal to a0 inside bracket x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn plus a1 x minus x0, x minus x0, x2 up to x minus xn plus a2 x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x3 up to x minus xn. Last term is an x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x3, x minus xn minus 1, and let this be equation number 2. Now in equation 2, putting x equal to x0 and y equal to y0, we get the value of a0. Again putting x equal to x1 and y equal to y1 in equation 2, we get the value of a1, which is equal to y1 upon x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn. Proceeding in this manner, we find a2, a3, an, and now substituting in equation 2 all these values of a's, we get the Lagrange's interpolation formula for unequal intervals. Now Newton's divided difference formula. From the definition of first divided difference, we know bracket x minus x x0 is equal to y minus y0 upon x minus x0. From it we get y equal to y0 plus x minus x0 bracket x x0. Let this be equation 1. From the definition of second divided difference, we have x bracket x x0 x1 equal to bracket x x0 minus bracket x0 x1 upon x minus x1, and from here we get the value of bracket x minus x x0 and put this value of bracket x x0 in equation 1. We get now y equal to y0 plus x minus x0 bracket x0 x1 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 bracket x x0 x1. Let this be equation 2. From the definition of third divided difference, we have x x0 x1 x2 equal to bracket x x0 x1 minus bracket x x0 x1 x2 upon x minus x2, and from here we get the value of bracket x x0 x1, and we put this value in equation 2 to get y equal to y0 plus x minus x0 bracket x x1 plus x minus x0 x minus x2 bracket x0 x1 x2 plus x minus x1, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, bracket x, x0, x1, x2, and let this be equation 3. Proceeding in this manner, we get the expression for Newton's general interpolation formula with divided difference, which is y equal to fx equal to y0 plus x minus x0, bracket x x1 plus x minus x0, x minus x1, bracket x0, x1, x2 plus x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, bracket x0, x1, x2, x3 plus x minus x1, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus xn, bracket x, x0, x1, x2 up to xn. Next term is curve fitting. Under this topic, we discuss method of least squares. Let the curve y equal to a plus bx plus cx square be fitted to the n set of data x1, y1, x2, y2, xn, yn. For any xi, the observed value of y is yi, and the calculated or expected value is given by eta I equal to a plus bxi plus cxi square. From here we get error ei equal to yi minus eta I. Sum of errors, squares of errors, capital E is equal to e1 square plus e2 square plus en square. We have put here the value of a small e1, e2 and en. Now for capital E to be minimum, its first order differentials with respect to a, b and c must be 0. That is, del E upon del A equal to 0, del E upon del B must be equal to 0, and del E upon del C must be equal to 0, resulting in equation 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Equation 1 simplifies to y1 plus y2 plus yn equal to na plus b bracket x1 plus x2 plus xn plus c x1 square plus x2 square plus xn square, and we can generalize this like sigma y I equal to na plus b sigma xi plus sigma xi square, and that is equation 4. Equation 2 simplifies to x1 y1 plus x2 y2 plus xn yn, and this is equal to a x1 plus x2 plus xn plus b x1 square plus x2 square plus xn square plus c x1 cube plus x2 cube plus xn cube, and we may write it as sigma xi yi equal to a sigma xi plus b sigma xi square plus c sigma xi cube, and let this be equation 5. Equation 3 simplifies to sigma xi square y equal to a sigma xi square plus b sigma xi cube plus c sigma xi 4, and let this be equation 6. Equations 4, 5 and 6 are known as normal equations and can be solved as simultaneous equations in a, b and c. The values of these constants when substituted in equation 1 give the desired curve of best fit. The working procedure. To fit the straight line y equal to a plus bx, first substitute the observed set of n values in this equation. Form normal equations for each constant, that is sigma y equal to na plus b sigma x, sigma xy equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. Third, solve the normal equations as simultaneous equations for a and b. Fourth, substitute the values of a and b in y equal to a plus bx, which is the required line of best fit. To fit the parabola y equal to a plus bx plus cx square, first step is to substitute the observed set of n values in this equation. Second step, form normal equations for each constant, that is sigma y equal to na plus b sigma x plus c sigma x square, sigma xy equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square plus c sigma x cube, sigma x square y equal to a sigma x square plus b sigma x cube plus c sigma x4. Solve the normal equations as simultaneous equations for a, b and c. Fourth step, substitute the values of a, b and c in y equal to a plus bx plus cx square, which is the required best fit. Next topic is spline functions. The name spline has been adopted following the draftsman device of using a thin, flexible strip called spline to draw a smooth curve through given points. The points at which two connecting splines meet are called knots. The connecting polynomial could be of any degree, and therefore we have different types of splines: linear, quadratic, cubic, quintic, etc. Of this, the cubic spline of degree 3 or order 4, has been found to be most popular in engineering applications. A general cubic polynomial is represented by y equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Theory. The fundamental idea behind cubic spline interpolation is based on engineer's tool used to draw a smooth curve through a number of points. The spline consists of weights attached to a flat surface through a number of points. A flexible strip is then bent across each of these weights, resulting in a pleasingly smooth curve. The mathematical spline is similar in principle. The points in this case are numerical data. The weights are the coefficients on the cubic polynomials used to interpolate the data. These coefficients end the line so that it passes through each of the data points without any erratic behavior or breaks in continuity. Cubic spline. For a given set of points, if we draw a cubic curve through ai plus 1, and another cubic curve through ai plus 1, ai plus 2, such that the slopes and curvatures of the two curves match at ai plus 1, such a curve is called cubic spline fx. Properties of cubic spline. Fx must be a linear polynomial outside the interval x0, xn. Second, fx must be a cubic polynomial in each of the subintervals. Third, fx prime and fx double prime must be continuous at each point. Since fx is cubic in each of the subintervals, fx double prime will be linear, taking equispaced values of x so that xi plus 1 minus xi equal to h. We can write fx double prime equal to 1 upon h bracket xi plus 1 minus x fxi double prime plus x minus xi fxi plus 1 double prime. Integrating this twice, we get fx given by equation 1, where ai and bi are constants of integration. Substituting the value of y equal to fx at xi and xi plus 1, we get yi equal to 1 upon h cube upon factorial 3 fxi double prime plus ai h, and from here we get the value of ai. Similarly, yi plus 1 is equal to 1 upon h cube upon factorial 3 fxi plus 1 double prime plus bi h, and from this, upon transposing, we get the value of bi. Substituting the values of ai and bi in equation 1 and writing fxi double prime equal to capital Mi, we get fx equal to xi plus 1 minus x cube upon 6h mi plus x minus xi cube upon 6h mi plus 1 plus xi plus 1 minus 6 upon h yi minus h square upon 6 mi plus x minus xi minus h multiplied by yi plus 1 minus h square upon 6 mi plus 1. This is equation number 2. Here xi and xi plus 1 are constants. From it we shall have fx prime equal to minus xi plus 1 minus x square upon 2h mi plus x minus xi square upon 2h mi plus 1 minus h upon 6 mi plus 1 minus mi plus 1 upon h yi plus 1 minus ya. Let this be equation 3. Setting I equal to I minus 1, in equation 3 we get fx prime equal to minus xi minus x square upon 2h mi minus 1 x minus xi minus 1 square upon 2h mi minus h upon 6 mi minus mi minus 1 plus 1 upon h yi minus minus 1. Let this be equation 4. Setting x equal to xi in equation 4 and 3 respectively, we get xi minus 1 equal to h equal to xi plus 1 minus xi. Finally we get h by 6 equal h by 6 into 2mi plus mi minus 1 plus 1 plus h yi minus y I minus 1 equal to minus h by 6 2mi plus mi plus 1 plus 1 upon h y I plus 1 minus yi, or mi minus 1 plus 4mi plus mi plus 1 equal to 6 by h square yi minus 1 minus 2i minus yi plus 1. Let this be equation 5. Since the graph is linear for x less than x naught and x greater than xn, slopes will be 0. Therefore, m naught equal to y naught double prime equal to fx naught double prime is equal to 0, and mn equal to yn double prime equal to fxn double prime equal to 0. This is equation 6. Equation 5 and 6 give n plus 1 unknowns. mi's I equal to 0, 1, 2 up to m, which can be solved. Substituting the values of mi in equation 2, the concerned cubic splines are obtained. Now an example on the topic cubic spline interpolation. We have to find, let's find cubic spline interpolation for the data x having values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and y corresponding values of y 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Finally, let's evaluate y 1.5 and y prime 3. Solution of this example: in the given data, the points are equispaced, which is h equal to 1 and n equal to 4. Here, cubic spline can be found from the equation mi minus 1 plus 4mi plus mi plus 1 equal to 6 yi minus 1 minus 2yi plus yi plus 1, where I is equal to 1 to 3, having m naught equal to 0 and m4 equal to 0. Put I equal to 1, 2 and 3 and get the equations 4m1 plus m2 equal to 12, m1 plus 4m2 plus m3 equal to minus 12, m2 plus 4m3 plus m4 equal to 12. Solving these equations, we get m1 equal to 30 by 7, m2 equal to minus 36 by 7 and m3 equal to 30 by 7. Cubic spline x greater than equal to xi less than equal to xi plus 1 is y equal to fx equal to 1 by 6 xi plus 1 minus x cube mi plus x minus xi cube mi plus 1 plus xi plus 1 minus 6 into yi minus 1 upon 6 mi plus x minus xi yi plus 1 minus 1 upon 6 mi plus 1. Taking I equal to 0, we get cubic spline 1 less than equal to x less than equal to 2 is y equal to 0.7x cube minus 2.14x square plus 0.42x plus 2. Taking I equal to 1, the cubic spline in 2 less than x less than equal to x less than equal to 3, we get y equal to minus 1.7x cube plus 11.57x square minus 27x plus 20.28. Taking I equal to 2, cubic spline in the range 3 less than equal to x less than equal to 4, we get y equal to 1.57x cube minus 16.71x square plus 57.86 x minus 64.57. Taking I equal to 3, cubic spline in the range x less than equal to 4 less than equal to x less than equal to 5, we get y equal to minus 0.71 x cube plus 2.14 x square minus 0.43 x minus 6.86. And putting x equal to 1.5, we get the value y 1.5 equal to 169 upon 800 equal to 0.21125, and y prime 3 equal to minus 0.01. References: these 5 references are suggested. Thank you, students.